Hello, hello, testing, testing. What's going on, everybody? My name is Ramon Ratana. I will be your host and commentator for the night. Taking a look at Foro SC up against Racing Dallas FC in the Cricket Wireless Texas State Cup, round one of the tournament. Should be a good one. This is I think this is going to end up turning into a big rivalry for both of these teams. Diego Zaltron, the manager for the current Racing Dallas squad. He actually used to coach and manage the Foro SC club not too long ago. Ended up transferring to Racing Dallas and starting his program there now. So maybe a little bit of a rivalry. Diego Zaltron with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. Should be a good matchup here. We'll see how Foro come out after the loss against DKSC in the playoffs last season. And we are off, ladies and gentlemen, for the first half between Foro SC and Dallas, or Racing Dallas. Here's Foro with possession in the middle. Alex Molano on the ball. Lays that off to, is that Tendai? You guys will have to give me a second as I start learning everybody's name on the field. Here's Racing with the ball down the line. With possession. Could be a little counterattack for Racing here. Hard pressure by Foro in the middle, taken away by Tendai. Now with possession. Pressed by three, hits the ball up the line to Shalom. That's Molano with the big ball up top. Gets cut off by Racing, now with possession in the middle of the field. Hard pressure by Molano. Still Racing, recover the possession. You guys will have to give me a few minutes for me to learn all these names on the, well, for both squads. Haven't commentated in a while. A lot of new faces on the field. That was Ivan, center back for Foro SC, with the attempted ball down the line. Put a little bit too much on it. It's going to be a throw-in in favor of Racing. Getting into the third minute of the match. High-paced game so far. Looks like we've still got a battle there in the midfield. Both teams trying to assert their dominance there in the middle. Free kick here in favor of Racing. Cross goes into the corner of the box. Looked like that was Benjamin with the with the header for the clearance, and it's going to be another throw-in in favor of Racing. Now Racing with possession in their defensive third. High press by Foro. Ball goes down the line, a couple 50-50, still Racing with possession. Hard pressure by Foro. Uh-oh. There's Nigel with the recovery. Gets taken away by Racing, and a foul right outside the 18. And right away, yellow card given to one of the Foro players. Looks like that yellow card was given to Ivan. He'll have to be careful for the remainder of the match. Again, it's very early on. This could be dangerous here by Racing. Cross goes in. Clashes onto the wall. Foro attempting a quick counter, gets taken away by Racing, now with possession in their defensive third once more. Ball's in the middle of the field. Ball's gonna go down the line. Racing go chasing. Benjamin with the pressure. No foul called yet. Foul's being called in favor of Foro. I think it could have gone either way, to be honest. He could have called it in favor of Racing, in my opinion, a little bit earlier. Here's Robinson with possession. Lays that off to Alec. Gets his head up. Finds his midfielder in the middle of the field. Gets taken away by Racing. Foro having some trouble there in the middle of the pitch. Racing definitely getting the best of them. Racing with possession. Here's the ball down the line. Gets his head up. Big switch. Just a little bit too much on it, and that's going to go out for a throw-in favor of Foro. Here's Tendai with the throw. Lays that off back to Robinson. Robinson with the switch. Big switch out to his right back. There's Benjamin going down the line. Quick little player there, taking himself. Benjamin cuts inside, lays that off to Molano now with possession of the ball. There's Alec finding Tendai down the line. Tendai, now Benjamin on his left foot. Could be a shot off the top of the box. Looks like they're calling it a deflection off of a Racing player there in the 18-yard box. It's gonna be a corner kick, played short. Molano with the cross, back post! Looked like that was either Ivan or Robinson with the header. Goes just wide that right post, and it'll be a goal kick for Racing. Here's Tendai with possession. Lays that off to his goalkeeper. Good touch there by the Racing player. Number 8 for Racing, doing a great job of playing with his back against the goal. Just doing a good job of holding that ball off. He's already been fouled a few times in these few first minutes of the match, causing a lot of trouble and disorganization for Foro there. Number 8 being Anthony Guardado. There he is with the chip ball into the box. Goes into the hands of the keeper. He's going to roll that out to Tendai. That was Benji there down the line to draw the foul for Foro. Another yellow card given. I'd say that yellow card may have been a little bit soft for my liking. Only 10 minutes into the game, I think we've already had ourselves 2 or 3 yellow cards. As expected, this is going to be a good match. And here's Foro with possession. Ivan finds his left back. Cuts inside, lays that off to Alec, being pressed hard by Guardado. Does a good job of taking that away. Foro regain possession. Ball's taken away cleanly from Molano. Now Racing with possession. Hard pressed by Foro. Both teams doing a good job of recovering the ball there in the middle of the field. Just very, very intense game. High intensity there in the middle of the field, making it difficult for each other to keep possession of the ball. Cross goes in, top of the box. Clearance from Racing. Still Foro with possession. Lovely through ball. Here's Benji in the box! Goal! Golazo for Foro SC! What a lovely goal by Benjamin there. First time volley, chip over the keeper. Harsh awakening for Racing Dallas, who I think may have been the better looking team the first 12 minutes of the match, but Foro doing a good job there to recover the ball in their offensive third. And then Benjamin just absolutely lethal on that first touch. Nothing for the keeper to do. Here goes Racing with possession, now trailing by a goal. Hard pressure by Benjamin. Here's Tendai. Finds Molano in the middle. Lovely through ball. Foro is going to be able to keep that in. No offsides call yet. Pressed by 2. Lovely, lovely give and goes here by Foro. Cross goes into the box! Goal! Golazo! What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Just as I was saying, Racing Dallas looked like the better team the first 12 minutes of the match. Just like that, Foro go up by 2. Both of those goals coming within 60 seconds of each other. Just like that, 14th minute of the match, Foro find themselves up by 2. Ball goes down the line, Racing with possession, pressed by Robinson. Again, you guys will have to give me a few minutes to memorize all these Racing players' names. I think that was Tendai with the with that second goal. I could be wrong though. Here's throwing for Racing. Nobody's able to get a touch on that. Ends up going out for a throw-in in favor of Foro. Here's Tendai asking for his players to move. That ball gets cut off by Racing, and it's going to be another throw-in in favor of Foro. Here's Guardado, probably the most dangerous player for Racing thus far. Still Racing with possession. Down the line goes number 5, pressed by Tendai. Cross goes in right into the keeper's hands. He'll take his time and waste a little bit of time there. Force Racing to push a little bit. Big boot by the keeper, 50-50 ball in the middle of the field, won by Racing. There's Nigel with possession, still Nigel with a couple touches. Hard pressure by Racing, lays that off to his midfielders, gonna cut inside, gets away from one. Would rather have the foul. Foro with possession. Here's Robinson. Robinson's going to lay that back off to his keeper, Vidal. Vidal finds Alec down the middle of the field. Attempting to split into the feet of Molano, gets cut off by that number 10 there for Racing. Now Vidal, Nigel. Gets his head up, puts that into the corner for Molano. Again, gets cut off by Racing. Recovered by Alec. Laid off to Tendai. Molano. Back to Ivan, who's got a yellow card already. He'll have to be careful for the rest of the match. Now Robinson taking some space down the line. Looks like that went off of Foro. It's going to be a throw-in in favor of Racing. Here's Racing with possession in their defensive third. Looks like Tendai got a touch on that. Just grazed his head a little bit, so that's going to be a throw-in in favor of Racing. It's going to be number 21. Let's see if I can figure out his name quickly. That was Angel Rodas with the throw-in. Now Tendai for Foro with the throw-in into the feet of Molano with the lovely touch. Back to Tendai. Back to Molano. Taking some space. Hard pressure by Racing. Could have been a foul. Doesn't want it. Takes the advantage. Laid off to Nigel. Goes down the line to Benjamin. Unable to do anything with it. Now it's Racing with possession. It's going to go out for a throw in favor of Foro. Here's Ivan. Finds his right back wide. Now in the middle for Nigel. Lays that off to Robinson, finding Ivan. Could have been dangerous there. Here's Tendai. Molano. In the middle for Alec. 1-2 with Molano, who's going to take some space. Cut inside, see if he can find somebody. Oh my gosh. You always got to be careful with Molano because he could be looking one way and he already knows where he wants to put it. I thought he was going to switch that. Decides to put that into the corner for Benjamin to chase. Corner kick in favor of Foro. That's Molano. Takes it quickly. Gets it back. Could have a shot or a cross. Lays that off back into the corner. He's going to take it to the line. See if he can cut back. Cut off by Racing. Still Foro with possession at the top of the box. I think that was Alec with the attempted shot. Goes over the crossbar, and it'll be a goal kick in favor of Racing. .50-50 ball there, won by Racing in the middle of the field. Here's Guardado one-on-one with Vidal. Vidal gets the better of him. Good save by Vidal. Now Tendai with possession. Pressured by Maximiliano. Looks like the ball went out. It's going to be a throw-in in favor of Racing. There's Eric Ramirez with the throw-in. Molano finds Benjamin. Is that Benjamin or Luthabu? Let me see. Hold on a second. I'm getting Benjamin and Luthabu confused here on the side of Foro. Here's Molano in the middle of the field. No foul called. Still Foro with possession. There's Nigel. Finds Alec, who gets his head up, takes some space. Offsides call by the linesman. It's going to be a free kick here for Racing, who play it short. Here's Eric in the middle of the field. Free kick for Foro. Here's Ivan. Hits that down the line into, I think that is Benjamin. Let me, again, I keep getting Benjamin and Lothabu confused. Okay, Lothabu's number 31. 20 is Benjamin. Okay, I got it. Here's Vidal. Into the feet of Ivan. Cuts inside, pressed by Maximiliano. That's Orduna to cut it off. Still Tendai with possession, though. Manages to get away from pressure. Hits that wide into the feet of Molano. Pressed by Orduna. Lays it off to Robinson, taking some space down the right side of the pitch. Ball goes into the feet of Luthabu. Here's Nigel in the middle. Alec. Molano. Oh, look at those feints by Molano. I mean, that guy is just... so quick on his feet. Woo! Is that a foul? Yes, that is a foul. I think this is going to be a... oh, yeah, that was inside the box. This is going to be a PK. Of course, it's going to be Molano to take it. Can't say enough good things about Molano. He's so good at so many different things. He knows where he's going to go with the ball way before he gets it. Just a playmaker. Here's Molano. Oh! Goal! Golazo for Foro SC from the likes of Alex Molano. In the 26th minute of the match, Foro go up by 3. Alex gonna lay that off to Robinson, taking some space down the line. Attempting to find Luthabu, gets cut off by Racing. Now Eric in the middle. Attempted that split, nobody there for it. It's gonna go into the feet of Vidal, now with possession. Still forward with possession, there's Nigel into the feet of Molano. Molano's gonna lay that off to Alec, getting his head up. Back to Molano, here's the playmaker, chip ball into the feet of Tendai. Well, his thigh, rather. Here's Tendai, playing those 1-2s with his number 26 there in the middle of the pitch. See if I can figure out his name. That's Moyad Ankir in the middle of the field for Foro. Ankir. Racing Dallas kind of having a rough go of it. They again, I thought they looked really good the first 12 minutes of the game, and then, of course, Foro put one away on them. It was a moment of the match where I thought Racing looked better, and the tides just switched when Foro scored that first one. Beautiful goal from Benjamin, I think it was. Not too long after that came the second. Racing just fell asleep a little bit. And then, of course, they conceded that penalty kick that Molano ended up burying into the back of the net. And now 28 8 minutes into the match, they find themselves trailing by 3. It's gonna be tough for them to come back from that, but there's still plenty of time left in the game. Here's Alec down the line to Tendai, attempting to get away from I think that's Orduna with the pressure. Here's Alec. Lays that off to Ivan, his center back. Square ball to Robinson. Right back to Ivan. Foro with possession. No rush here for Foro. Milano's going to let that go into the corner for Benjamin to chase. Not able to get there. It's going to be a throw-in in favor of Racing.
And now for a small word from our sponsors. Soccer Innovations is a locally owned leader in pro quality soccer training equipment for the serious players. Foro SC Pro is proud to announce that Soccer Innovations is our team's technical equipment partner. Soccer Innovations and Foro SC Pro are pleased to offer our fans a 15% discount on all Soccer Innovations online purchases. Go to www.soccerinnovations.com and use promo code 15FOROME and get 15% off your purchase at checkout. That is 15FOROME to get 15% off your purchase at checkout.
That was Benjamin with the cut inside and shot right wide of that, or just wide of that right post. Here's Tendai into the middle for Alec. Big switch there, attempting to find Molano on the opposite side of the pitch. Put a little bit too much on it, and it's going to be a throw-in in favor of Racing. Here's Eric Ramirez in the middle of the field, loses that to Alec. Hard pressure by Eric. There's Alec still with possession. Finds Molano. Alec. Into the feet of Akir. There's Luthabu trying to link up with Benji. A little bit of frustration there from Guardado. Here's Robinson. Molano gets away from one there in the middle of the pitch. Ivan with possession. Akir. Molano. Looks like that was Alec there. I think maybe it fouled Renato or something. It's going to be a free kick in favor of Racing. Eric with the chip. Ends up getting cut off by Foro. Here's Akir. Getting a couple guys off his back. Alec now with possession. Goes wide to Luthabu. Still Foro with possession, their defensive third. Ball gets dropped back to Robinson. He's going to lay that off to Vidal. Ivan on the ball. There's Nigel being pressed by Renato. Hard press there in the middle of the field. Vidal gets away from a couple into the feet of Nigel, who finds Molano. Over the top through ball for his striker. Here he is one-on-one. Here's Akir cutting inside, could have a shot. Still Foro with possession after that deflection. Ivan on the ball. Goes wide to Tendai. Gets back, good 1-2 there down the line. Left-footed cross back post. Good clearance from Racing. Still Foro with possession. Alvarez. Wide to Molano. Did a little bit too much there. It's going to go out for a goal kick. There's Guardado, lovely through ball for Maximiliano with the chip. Good attempt, love to see it, just put a little bit too much on it, went over the crossbar. Couldn't have done a whole lot more, didn't have a lot of help up there. Had some hard pressure on his back from Ivan. There's Vidal playing it short off that goal kick. 1-2 with Robinson, gets his head up. Back to Vidal, pressured by Maximiliano. Eric's gonna help him there with the pressure up top. Ball goes into the middle for Akir. That clearance came from Nigel. Ball's in the box, ends up in the hands of Vidal. Racing doing a pretty good job of pressing high, just not a whole lot of creativity or help from their midfield when they do manage to get the ball in their offensive third. Here's Tendai with possession. There's Ankir in the middle of the pitch. Lays that off to Alec. Now Robinson with possession. Could be a quick counter here from Racing. Molano does a good job of delaying the play at least a little bit there. And it looks like they're calling that in favor of Foro, so it's going to be a throw-in for them. Everybody wants to throw the ball in. Nigel wanted to throw it, and then Ivan wanted to throw it, and then Tendai ends up throwing it. Here's Molano, pressed by Orduna. Lays it off to Robinson. When you're down by so many goals, you're kind of stuck between a a rock and a hard place because you want to press high, but the more you chase and the less you have the ball, the more tired you get. So then when you get the ball, it's difficult to even keep it because it's like, let's say one of your strikers takes the ball away up top, and the midfielders maybe are thinking, well, maybe I could go and help them, but what if we lose it? Then I gotta go run back. I'm already on an empty gas tank. Cross goes into the box, into the hands of Vidal. Yeah, I think it's just not a good game plan to be pressing so high. If I'm racing, I don't want to be pressing this high when I'm 3 down. I'd be kind of laying low, parking the bus a little bit, and just trying to get out of this half alive, trying to maybe hit them on the counters, but constantly chasing that ball in your offensive third when you don't have the ball. They're just kind of making you run around and chase and chase and chase. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse as time goes on. This is a little bit better how it should look. Let them have it. Let them have it in their defensive third, and then press a little bit quicker and a little bit harder as they move up the field. So that if you do regain possession, now you've kind of got a little bit of space. You can move up the field as you want it, with numbers, with help, and do it through your midfield, rather than just taking it away or trying to take it away in your offensive third from some sort of individual effort from a striker or a winger or something like that, who, even if he does take the ball away, isn't going to have much help up there. Foro with possession. Molano keeps this in. Chip ball down the line to Tendai. Still Tendai with possession. That ball went out on Angel Rodas. And it's going to be a corner kick in favor of Foro. Played short. Here's Ankir. To Molano. Molano with the shot. Decided to go near post there. Leo in the chat says racing needs to go sleep. Well, this is Leo. If you're still watching, it's kind of a rude awakening for racing. Of course, last season they played in the UPSL Division 1, and then going into this tournament, they face off against the Premier Division first place team from last season. So they it's definitely a level up for them. So it's gonna take some getting used to, but I think they could be a good team this season going into the UPSL Premier Division. It's just gonna take some time for them to adjust to the level of play in this division, because it's certainly a step up from what they were playing in last season, being in the UPSL Division 1, which oddly enough is actually the second division. I don't know why it's kind of weird how the UPSL calls the first division Premier and they call the second division Division 1, but Leo says you're still a 4-0 lover. Whatever. Free kick here for Racing. What's my top 4 next season? Um, Other than racing, is there any other? Is there any other new teams in the Premier, or is that it? Because I think it's going to be the same, to be honest, as last season. I think it's going to be Foro, DKSC, FC Dallas Dynamo, and 1015. I don't know if 1015 came back. I think somebody was telling me that they weren't sure if they were going to come back or something. I don't know if they're are they playing in the UPSL Premier? I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's going to be the same. Those I think were. I told everybody at the beginning of last season that I had my clear top 4. I think they're still the strongest teams in the area. Um, I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody else really challenging for those top 4 spots. So my answer is Foro, DKSC, Dynamo, and 1015 if they end up playing again. Here's Ankir in the middle of the field, finds Molano taking some space. In the corner for Luthabu, quick play here. You could watch out. Ooh! Took a deflection, ball goes over the crossbar. Corner kick in favor of Foro. We're getting into the 2nd minute of added time. Ball's in the box! And that is it for the first half of this match, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you guys back here in about 10 or 15 minutes. It's a bit of a chilly night. Usually when it's cold, they cut the halftime a little bit short, but we'll see what happens. We'll see you guys here in a few minutes. Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Getting ready to kick off the second half between Foro SC and Racing Dallas FC. Racing find themselves down by 3 goals going into the second half of the match. And we are off, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half between these two. Foro kicking off fast. Immediately putting the pressure on there. Looks like there was an offsides call. That was Guardado trying to let it go. Little miscommunication there with his midfielder. It's going to be a throw-in favor of Foro. Here's Luthabu into the feet of Robinson, getting his head up, finds a switch. Now Ivan on the ball. Attempting to find Alec in the middle, gets taken away by Racing, could be on a quick counter. Guardado laying that off to his midfielder. Recovered by Foro. Here's Luthabu, back to Robinson. Oof. Could have been bad there. Ivan attempting to find Vidal. Almost finds the back of his own net. For those of you guys watching, there's a skills program being held by La Liga Academy Dallas at the Foro Sports Complex. It's from ages 7 to 13 years old. The cost is $100, which comes out to about $12.50 a session. So it's a it's an 8-week program. It's every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. If you guys have a kiddo from the age of 7 to 13 looking to level up in their game, check them out. Again, La Liga Academy Dallas are hosting those skills programs on Fridays from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Foro Sports Complex. It's $100, so $12.50 per session, ages 7 to 13. Cross goes in, and I think there was a flag that went up before he shot that ball into the back of the net. Now that we're on the topic of the partners here for Foro, Foro is hosting the Fred's Cup Memorial Tournament in memory of our friend Fred Urias. Foro would like to invite you to their inaugural soccer tournament in his honor. It's from January 21st to January 22nd. It starts at 8 a.m. It's 7v7 teams. You're guaranteed 3 games minimum. Of course, that could be more if you go into playoffs or the elimination rounds. It's a $550 fee, which already includes refs, which I think is fair, definitely fair. What's great about this is that all the proceeds from the tournament will go to creating a memorial at Foro in Fred's honor. Um, and um, and yeah, if you guys want to register a team in that tournament, go to forosportsclub.com for more info. Here's Foro with possession. Lothabu lays it off to his keeper Vidal. Into the feet of Ivan. Here's Luthabu with possession. Finds Molano on the ball. Nigel in the middle of the field. That's on Kier. Laying that off to Alec, who finds Robinson on the other side of the pitch. That ball's chipped into the feet of Molano. Linking up with Luthabu. Back to Molano. Back to Luthabu. Ball still in the pitch. That's going to go out for a throw-in in favor of Racing. Clearance from Rodas. Here's Racing with possession. This is Maximiliano on the ball. Attempting to find Eric in the middle of the field. Gets cut off by Alec. Now Foro. He's going to cut inside on his left foot. Into the hands of the keeper. Number 28 for Foro still on his left foot. Here's Eric Ramirez. Ball goes long. Guardado not able to do anything with it. Foro regain possession. Here's Molano, pressed by Guardado. Now Luthabu on the ball. Good split by Luthabu. Keeper's out. That ball gets cleared out by Alex Ramirez. Here's Guardado again. Eric Ramirez. Here's Luthabu. Molano. That's in the fall there. Number 6 for Racing with the pressure. Good player, very young. I think he's 17 years old. 17-year-old, plays for FC Dallas Academy. It's good to see those young players to take the leap and play in these competitive adult leagues. They're definitely a little bit different playing style than you would normally find from your youth select or club teams playing in maybe the Classic League or ECNL, MLS Next, which are very competitive leagues, but the playing style is just a little bit different here at the UPSL Premier Division. A little bit more physical. These guys are more developed, maybe a little bit quicker play. Free kick for Foro. There's Molano with the free kick. Alec on the ball. Ankir. Nigel finds Robinson. Lothabu taking it down the line, pressed by Guardado. Free kick here for Foro, right outside the box. It's going to be Molano to take it. Looks like the keeper's asking for 2 men on the wall. Here's Molano on his right, goes to goal, ends up at the hands of the keeper. Big boot, ends up at the hands of Vidal on the other side of the pitch. Keeper for Foro, rolls that out to Lothabu, finds Molano. Lothabu with the overlapping run, Nigel in the middle. Now Alec. Number 28 there, the guy that was just on the ground, Dumisani Manyange. New name for me. Haven't seen him play for Foro before, so maybe he's one of the reinforcements for this season. He's had a pretty good game, I think. He's created some chances for himself. A couple substitutions coming on for Foro, and I think if I'm seeing correctly, that number 16 for Foro that just came in played for their second team last season, scored a bunch of goals, super fast player. Watch his speed up top. Yep, that's James Kerr. That is, in fact, who I thought it was. I told you guys last season that I wouldn't be surprised if he made the move up to the Premier Division. He played for Foro's reserves last season, and he was just a level above that that division, in my opinion. So he's getting a shot tonight. We'll see. We'll see what he's able to create, what he's able to do here. A lot of speed on this guy. Watch that number 16, James Kerr for Foro up top. That's Tendai laying it off to Ankir. Is that Ankir? Or is that one of the new substitutes? Here's Luthabu. Oh, way to put it down on your chest, Luthabu. In the middle for Nigel. Pressed by Guardado. Back to Robinson, finding Ivan. Molano in the middle. He's going to take that down the line. He's got a lot of pressure there. Good 1-2s by Molano. Ball goes wide to Luthabu. Could take this to the line. No, he decides to cut inside. Could have it on his left. Still Luthabu with the helicopter. Here's James Kerr. Golazo for Foro SC. And I told you guys, James Kerr is dangerous up top. Of course, Luthabu did 99% of the work, and James Kerr just managed to just get it right under the keeper. Placed it right on the bottom left corner. Foro will go up by 4. And James Kerr has made himself a pretty good debut here with the first team for Foro. This is why I call myself the soccer genius. I told you guys this kid's dangerous. You guys haven't even had a chance to look at his speed. I was just a little bit of finishing there for him, and he's got himself a goal in this Cricket Wireless Texas State Open Cup. Hasn't even been in the pitch for more than maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Here's Luthabu with possession. Here's Luthabu, pressed by Nafal. Gets cut off by Racing now with possession. Couple 50-50s there in the middle of the pitch. One by Racing, gets away from Tendai. Here he is still on the run down the line. Crossed at the top of the box. Clearance from Ivan. Uh-oh, could be a quick counter. Could be a quick counter. Here's Benjamin with the ball into the box for James Kerr. Goal! Golazo! And that is James Kerr's second goal of the match. Again, I told you guys need to watch out for this guy. Foro, just like that, are up by 5. Good job, James Kerr. I thought he could have had that on his left, decides to cut it back. I think he hit it near post on his right. Didn't have very good angle. Maybe it's a bit of a keeper mistake there. It's Guardado losing it in the middle of the pitch. Molano. Here's Ivan. Lays that off to his keeper, Vidal. Robinson. Pressed by Maximiliano. There's Robinson. Goes wide to Luthabu. Back to Robinson. Gets his head up. Nigel's checking. Decides to go back to Vidal. Now Ivan down the line for Tendai. Not able to keep that in. Now throwing for Racing. Getting into the 65th minute of the match. Still plenty of time left. Molano, a lovely touch there. I think that's on Kier in the middle of the pitch. Here's the young 17-year-old with the shot. Goes just wide. That was Nafal, number 6. Just talking about him earlier. Plays for FC Dallas Academy. Very young player. Robinson goes down the line to Luthabu. Into the middle for Nigel. Oh, lovely over the top through ball for Maximiliano. Ball's won by Ivan. Good 50-50 there. There's Guardado with the touch. Gets taken away by Foro in the middle of the pitch. Laid back off to Robinson. For those of you guys watching, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Follow our Instagram. Link is in the description. And I'll take this chance to talk about some of the partners, the Foro SC partners. Fred's Cup Memorial Tournament is being held at the Foro Sports Complex. This Fred's Cup is in memory of our friend Fred Urias. Foro would like to invite you to our inaugural soccer tournament in his honor. The tournament is from January 21st to the 22nd. It starts at 8 a.m. It's 7v7 play. You get 3 games guaranteed, and the fee is $550 fee, which includes referees. And the great thing about this tournament is that all proceeds will go to creating a memorial at Foro in Fred's honor. If you'd like to register a team in that tournament, go to forosportsclub.com. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and talk about their skills program. La Liga Academy Dallas is having a 8-week program. It's a skills program starting January 6th, or it already started. Ages 7 to 13, cost is $100 or $12.50 a session. It's every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. If you'd like to learn more about that, go to laligaacademydallas.com/skills. And yeah, go check them out. Goal kick, 50-50 ball won by Luthabu. Here's James Kerr, no offsides call. James Kerr on his left foot. Good strike, goes into the keeper's hands. Now Racing with possession. Ball goes down the line. It's going to be cut off by Robinson. He's going to lay that off to Vidal. Hard pressure from Maximiliano. That touch is by Nigel. Hits that out wide. It's Lethabu to keep that in. Lays that off to Robinson, and now Foro with possession in their defensive third. Lethabu back to Nigel. This number 7 is one of the substitutions for Foro. Never seen him before. Let me see if I can figure out who that is. Number 7 for Foro being Noor Hamadi. Okay, Mr. Noor Hamadi. See what you got here. Along with whoa, number 6, one of the recent substitutions for Foro is David Fahara. Is this, I'm trying to think, there's somebody with a similar name that played for 1015. No, I'm thinking of Fidas or Faras. I don't think this is the same guy. Here's Robinson, taking some space. Finds Molano. Here's Nafal with the touch, gets away from one. Lovely through ball down the line for number 13 to chase. See if he can get some help. Pressured there by Lethabu. Ball's at the top of the box. Cross goes in, back post, into the hands of the keeper. Here's Nigel. Good split into the feet of Molano with a lovely through ball, attempting to find number 7, the one that I was just talking about, Hamadi. A little bit, goes a little long, but still forward with possession. Here's Lethabu. Gets away from one, finds Molano. Referee says play on, no offsides, chipped back post. That goes into the hands of the keeper once more. Let me see if I can figure out this keeper's name. I think that's Randy Martinez, goalkeeper for Racing Dallas. Now you see Racing pressing a little bit higher up the field. You see just about everybody up to the 50-yard line. Attempting to make it a little bit more uncomfortable for Foro to get out from their defensive third. Here's Racing with possession now. Ooh, that ball gets taken away by Nigel with the chip off the crossbar. Ooh, that would have been nice. Okay, Nigel. Cheeky little chip there by Nigel. Goes off the crossbar. Here's Ayala. I like this player, number 13, one of the recent substitutions. Freddie Ayala, tricky little player. I think he was fouled by James Kerr. It's going to be a free kick in favor of Racing. Looks like it's going to be Freddy Ayala himself to get this kick this free kick. Getting into the 75th minute of the match. Free kick here for Racing. It's going to be Freddy Ayala to take it. Also got Carson Gibbs stepping up. Could be played short or something. Not sure what Carson is. There goes Carson with the overlapping runs. Cross still goes in, top of the box. Ball's recovered by Luthabu, hard pressed by Gibbs. Here's Molano. Ayala with the pressure. Good hard pressure by Freddy Ayala there. Ball ends up going out on him, so it is going to be a goal kick in favor of Foro. You guys will get to see Vidal's footwork maybe. Here's Ivan. Here's Luthabu. Finds Alvarez. Alvarez trying to find Luthabu down the line. Ball's going to go out for a throw-in in favor of Racing. Here's Robinson. Foro with possession. Attempting the over-the-top through ball for James Kerr. Gets cut off by Racing. One over by Nigel there in the middle. Now on a quick counterattack. Gets away from a couple. Racing get the better of him. Over the top through for Ayala. Flag is up. They're calling him offsides. He may have been off by a tad. Vidal finds Robinson. Gets his head up. There's Nigel coming back, dropping deep for that ball. Finds Ivan on his left. Now Molano checking, back to Ivan. Vidal. Ooh, Nigel not able to get a touch on it. That was David that recovers. Now Luthabu down the line, gets away from Gibbs. Still Luthabu on the ball. Oh, that's a good ball. Alvarez could have it on his left. Clearance comes from Carson Gibbs. Here's Ayala. Taken away by Robinson. Luthabu, back to Robinson. Over the top through ball. Could have it on his right. Decided to cut that back. Lay it off to James Kerr, who's not able to get a touch on it, now racing back with possession. That ball gets cut off by Alec. Now Molano. Here's Foro with possession, top of the box. James Kerr could have a strike on his right. Took a little bit too long, decides to find Luthabu out wide. One-on-one against Carson Gibbs. Still Luthabu. Carson does a good job of taking that ball away. Clearance. Here's Guardado. One of the good talents, I think, on this team. Just hasn't been a lot of help for him today. Here's Robinson getting away from pressure. Finds Alvarez, not able to get a touch. Loses it to Carson Gibbs. Now Carson Gibbs on the ball. Taken away again by Alvarez. Alvarez on his left. Lovely through ball for James Kerr. That was a close one. If he was off, it was just a tad. Like I said, this guy's super fast, so here and then he'll take a look and see if we can see that again. Yeah, it looked like he was literally off by just a tiny bit. Just took off a little bit early. Getting into the 82nd minute of the match. Final minutes here. Here's Luthabu into the middle for Nigel. Molano. Love the way Molano moves on the field. So smooth on the ball. He puts so much time and effort and practice behind the scenes. It's like magic on his feet, really. The relationship he has with that ball is just it's just really, really nice to watch a guy like that play. So confident. There's Ivan, lays it off to Robinson. Good Cruyff by Ivan to get away from that pressure. Now Nigel in the middle of the field, laying that off to Robinson. Gets away from one. Took a little foul there in the back. There's David. Goes wide to Molano, who's gonna cut inside, could have a strike. That's laid back off to David, trying to keep it inside. Ball goes off on, I think it was number 20 for Racing with the tackle. And it'll be a corner kick for Foro. Probably played short, yes. Here's Molano. Corner was played short, ball's in the box. There's David with the strike. It's gonna be another corner kick in favor of Foro. Ball's played short from that corner kick. Alvarez back to Molano. Molano with the cross. Goes into the hands of the keeper with the big boot brought down by Luthabu. '85th, 86th minute of the match. Final minutes here. Here's Carson Gibbs with possession at the left back position. Finds Ayala. Carson Gibbs with the overlapping run. Ayala could find him again. There's Ayala trying to find Carson Gibbs down the line. Looked like he was asking for the split. Ball's going to go out in favor of Foro. Here's Molano. Hard pressure by Guardado. Gets away from one. Molano taking some space. Still pressure. Cuts inside. Finds Alvarez. Now Racing regain possession. Good ball into the feet of Ayala down the line. Taking a little bit too long there. Couldn't find any help there, Ayala. Here's Molano. Robinson. Over the top through ball for Luthabu. Attempting to get away from Gibbs. Gibbs being pushed back. Ooh. Good fight there from those two. Ball ends up at the hands of the keeper. Played to Gibbs. Here's Gibbs still with possession. Hard press. Here's Nigel to recover possession. Attempting to find James Kerr. Doesn't work out for him. Unfortunate turn of events for Racing tonight. From the looks of it, Foro will be going home with the dub tonight. Want to give a quick shout out to some of the partners, some of the Foro partners. La Liga Academy Dallas skills program. It's an 8-week program. It started on January 6th. If you guys are interested in that, go to laligaacademydallas.com/skills to register. Ages 7 to 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 or 12 and a half bucks a session, and it's held every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. Again, this is La Liga Academy Dallas. They've got coaches from that travel from Spain to coach your kids up. And yeah, if your kid is looking to level up their game, that's a ooh, left-footed shot by Alvarez. No offsides call, and that's going to be a goal, ladies and gentlemen. 6th goal of the match for Foro.
And now for a small word from our sponsors. Soccer Innovations is a locally owned leader in pro quality soccer training equipment for the serious players. Foro SC Pro is proud to announce that Soccer Innovations is our team's technical equipment partner. Soccer Innovations and Foro SC Pro are pleased to offer our fans a 15% discount on all Soccer Innovations online purchases. Go to www.soccerinnovations.com and use promo code 15FOROME and get 15% off your purchase at checkout. That is 15FOROME to get 15% off your purchase at checkout.
And that is game, ladies and gentlemen. A final score 6-0 in favor of Foro. Thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you guys that are still here, make sure you subscribe. We'll have post-game interviews with the man of the match on our Instagram. If you guys want to go check that out, the link is in the description. The interviews will not be live, but we'll have those on our Instagram sometime tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Again, the link to our Instagram is in the description. Everybody have a great rest of your night, and we'll catch you guys on the next time. Thank you guys so much. This has been Ramon Ratana, your host and commentator. Have a good night. Bye-bye.